अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों। आज हम शॉर्ट हैंड की डिक्टेशन डॉन से करने जा रहे हैं 4 नवंबर 2020 की, जिसमें ये आने वाले मुश्किल अल्फाज़ात की मैंने पहले से आउटलाइन दे रखी है। जिनमें कुछ अल्फाज ये हैं मेरिट, अपना मेरिट यानी कि जिसका आर एम लिखेंगे अपवर्ड अबव द लाइन, और कर्व डाउनवर्ड हैवी आर को हाफ करेंगे तो रेड रेड का साउंड आएगा। अनप्रेसिडेंटेड, ऑप्टिंग, नैरोड, सरप्राइजिंगली शॉर्ट फॉर्म है, एल्यूसिव, इलेक्टोरल। ये जो इलेक्टोरल टी आर के दरमियान वाविल आ रहा है, ये हुक आर और टी के दरमियान का वाविल है, इसीलिए इसे पढ़ेंगे इलेक्टोरल। इसीलिए इस टी को क्रॉस कर रहा है। मेजॉरिटी शॉर्ट फॉर्म, लिबर्टी शॉर्ट फॉर्म, थिंक शॉर्ट फॉर्म, लेजिस्लेचर, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल, बैटल ग्राउंड, क्रिशियल, असाइंड और परसेप्शन। ये आने वाली डिक्टेशन में जो अभी हम रीड करेंगे उसके मुश्किल अल्फाज आते हैं। इसी तरह हम अब शॉर्ट हैंड का डिक्टेशन का स्टार्ट करते हैं और स्टार्ट करते हैं। स्टार्ट। द यूएस प्रेसिडेंशियल election this time has been marred by the coronavirus pandemic that has claimed more than 200 lives in the country, full stop. As a result, an unprecedented number of Americans are opting for balloting via mail, while data from the past few days shows many how have also preferred in-person early voting. Full stop. Given this trend, the Pew Research Center estimates much of the voting will already have happened before November 3. Full stop. And indeed, by October 28, with 6 days still left till polling, more than 70 million Americans dash out of a total 150 million eligible voters dash had cast ballots, a record-breaking pace that could lead to the highest voter turnout in over a century, according to data from the US Elections Project. Full stop. Next, recent data also suggests Democrats hold roughly a 2 to 1 advantage in early voting numbers, but Republicans in recent weeks have narrowed the gap using early in person voting. Full stop. But does simply getting more votes guarantee an election victory? Question mark. We explain. Full stop. Next. Popular vote does not decide who wins. By law, election day has to be the first Tuesday of November in an election year. Full stop. Surprisingly, however, as many found out in the last election, getting more votes does not mean a candidate has won the race. Full stop. And this is where the ever elusive concept of the electoral college comes into play. Full stop. To make it very clear, the electoral college is a process dish, not an actual place. Full stop. Next, to become president, what really counts is winning a majority of electoral votes. Full stop. Each state has been allotted electoral votes based on the size of its population, and whoever wins a particular state is expected to bag all the electoral votes allotted to that state. Full stop. There are 538 electoral votes in total, which means that a candidate needs to secure 270 to win. Full stop. To put it simply, when the US public votes in the election, they are not voting for the president. Full stop. Instead, they are voting for a group of people who will then choose the president and vice president. Full stop. Next, the word college here simply refers to a group of people with a shared task, BBC. Full stop. The electoral college meets every 4 years, a few weeks after election day, to carry out that test. According to the Center for American Progress, Washington's leading liberal think tank, Hillary Clinton won the majority of the national popular vote in 2016. Full stop. However, Trump carried 30 states and won the electoral college vote with 304 in his favor, making him president for the next 4 years. Full stop. Next. But just because a candidate wins a state does not mean that the electors are bound to vote for him her. Full stop. According to the National Conference of State Legislatures, there is no federal law or constitutional provision requiring electors to vote for the party that nominated them. Full stop. Some states are more important than others. While most of the states in the US can be divided along political lines, there are a select few that swing between voting for Democrats or Republicans. Full stop. These states are called swing states or battleground states since it is not clear, given recent history, and perception polls, whether these states will vote blue or red this time around, which is why what happens in these states can heavily sway the outcome of the presidential race. Full stop. Naturally, candidates pour money and focus the entirety of their campaign on vying for votes in these crucial backgrounds. Full stop. Next. There are six big states that could make or break dash depending on which side you are rooting for dash the 2020 US presidential race, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Florida, North Carolina, and Arizona. Full stop. Together, all six states around for 101 electoral votes. Full stop. Next. In September, NPR reported that the Biden campaign and supporting groups spent almost 90% of their money in these states, while Trump and Republican organizations spent 78 cents of every dollar across the six. Full stop. Next. These states are getting the lion's share of the TV advertising money from the campaigns and outside groups supporting them, the report says. Full stop. Next. But why do these states so much? Question mark. Well, that's because they are all medium to big. Remember that electoral votes are assigned according to the population dash and are an even mix when it comes to politics. Full stop. A win, even by a small margin, can decide the end result. Full stop. Drawing another example from the 2016 US election, Trump backed three of the six states mentioned above, namely Florida, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Full stop. The consensus is that to secure his re-election, Trump will have to maintain his hold on swing states. Full stop. दोस्तों ये थी आज की डिक्टेशन तक अबाउट 80 वर्ड्स पर मिनट. होप कि आप इसकी बार बार प्रैक्टिस करेंगे और इसको प्रैक्टिस में लाते हुए आप अपनी शॉर्ट हैंड पर ग्रिप लाएंगे और करंट इश्यूज़ पे आप अपनी शॉर्ट हैंड को मजबूत करेंगे. शुक्रिया. फिर किसी और डिक्टेशन में इंशाल्लाह मुलाकात होगी. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.